Hello children, after a long time we are again back to the class. There we were doing chapter number 11 and in that we have finished few portion. According to the new revised syllabus from CBSE, there are certain topics which are eliminated from this chapter. Let us first see what are those topics. According to the NCERT book, the first topic, the human eye, is cancelled. Power of accommodation is also deleted. Defects of vision and their correction is deleted from the syllabus. The revised syllabus will begin from the refraction through a glass prism. And today we are going to start the topic from the chapter from that particular topic. Let us begin the class then. This is our topic, refraction of light through a prism. Children, you can see that I have drawn a triangle and there is a prism is also drawn. A prism side view is shown and the triangular base front view, that is the three sides, are shown. A prism is made of glass and it is completely transparent and it has two triangular base, whereas it has two quadrilateral base. So let me show you how a prism look like. Let us see the prism. This is a prism, children. You can see here, this is the rectangular surface, triangular surface, and just behind this we have another triangular surface. So we have two triangle surface of a prism and then we have four sides also. So this becomes a quadrilateral. This one also, this has four sides and the bottom portion also it has four sides. So it has three quadrilateral surface and it has two triangular surface. So generally we do the experiment by keeping this triangular surface, drawing this triangular surface on a sheet of paper. Now let us see how the light, when it passes from a prism, then how does it behave. So as you can see here, this is a diagram which is drawn in which the light ray is passing from this glass prism and it is getting refracted. The first ray is the incident ray and the angle which is drawn between the incident ray and the normal is the incident angle of incidence. Then we have refracted ray which is passing from between the glass prism, and after that it emerges out. So therefore the ray is known as emergent ray. The angle which is formed between normal and the emergent ray is called angle E. So angle I, angle R and angle E. Angle R represent angle of refraction. The angle which is, you can see on the top, is written as angle of prism and it is represented by capital A. There is one more angle, but this is formed between the incident ray. If we draw the incident ray, proceed the incident ray and the emergent ray, then they intersect at a point. And the angle which is formed then, that is known as angle of deviation. So this is represented by angle D, capital D, and angle of deviation, it depends on the value of the incident ray, the type of the prism which is used, the ray which is passed, that means it is a white color or it is in some other color, and of course the refractive index of the glass by which the glass prism is being made. In case of glass slab, we have learned that angle I and angle E are always equal, but here there will be a different relation. Let us see that. The relation is written as angle I plus angle E is equal to angle A plus angle D. And you can see angle I and angle E together, if we combine in the LHS, then on the RHS we have angle A and angle D. Angle A, children, for equilateral triangle prism, the angle A will be 60 degree. Prism are available of different shapes and sizes and therefore the angle A will depend upon the shape of the prism. Since the prism that we are discussing is an equilateral triangle prism and therefore angle A will be equal to 60 degree. So I hope that this refraction of light through a prism is clear, and this diagram you are going to draw it in your copy, children. You are also going to label the diagram as it is given in your NCERT book, and then you are going to write this relation angle I plus angle E is equal to angle A plus angle D. Because during the practicals, in the practical this topic is there in your practical also. So when you will do the practical at that time, this relation will be needed in order to prove that the practical which is done by you and the values which is obtained, it's correct or not. That will be verified only when LHS will be equal to RHS. So with this, we finish the topic, that is refraction of light through a prism. Keep studying, children. Thank you.